Hey guys, Dave here again. Today we're going to go over designing a document from scratch in Turbo. It's just simply you want to print out, we say for instance, a user form. So you want that all your new clients have to fill out a form when they're requesting a credit account. So we'll set that up today. So first thing we're going to do is, well, we're already in setting a tool screen, but normally it won't be. So from our left hand side menu, we're going to click settings and tools. In here, in preferences and menus, we're going to select report designer. This will open us up in our report designer with a brand new blank report. So you got your top margin here. This is going to take up how high of a blank at the top page, so we're going to move that up, minimize it down. Again, then on the bottom margin, we're going to click on it, and again we're going to move that up because we don't want that much space at the bottom. So this big white gap here and this big white gap here is the space on the side of the page. So we're going to pull that across because we don't want that much white space, and here on this side we're going to pull that across because we don't want that much white space there either. So right now detail 1 is where we're going to put all our boxes and our text and everything. We also need some other stuff on this, so we would need over here in our bands, so in our properties page here in our bands we're going to have a report header and a page header. So this is normally going to be one page in length, so it doesn't matter if we use report header or page header. But if you wanted to have a report header and then it reproduced on every page, you will put in a page header and a report header. In this case, we'll just pop in a page header, and like that, we go with this icon down here, which is our page footer. On our page footer, we're going to come down here, and in our left-hand side menu, we're going to select page info. And what we're going to drop in there in our page info, I'm going to pull it across here and come across to our properties tab here on our right, and on page information we're going to select current date and time. Once we've current date and time selected, we can click here, we can select the format we want. So I'm happy with my day, month, year format. If we come up here to the right hand side and preview our document, we'll now see that it prints with the date on it. This is handy if you have a document and you're looking at date, you know when it was printed, it may be out of date, but I don't want this much space in my page footer either, so let's move it up. On our left hand side here, we've got a bunch of controls. So for this, I'm going to take my little A here, it's a label control. Pop it in here, and we're going to go customer name. So that's just the label for the text box I'm about to put in. Now, to make life very easy, we're actually going to use our character com for this. What this does is when you pull it on, it allows you to specify small boxes for the user to type into. So we're going to give them 2 rows for putting in their name. This is you obviously see this in loads of places when you're filling out forms. Think of your census and stuff like that. So they're putting 1 character in each box, meaning that they can't use joint writing. They have to be more clear, and it makes it easier for yourselves to read. So we pop back to our design. This will have default text in here, so we're going to come back along here and we're going to delete out our text. So we want his name. Next thing we want, so we can click on both of these by clicking on one, holding the control key, and clicking on the next. We can use our 2 boxes here to copy. We're going to click into our detail box again, and then we're going to use our little clipboard here to paste. The next thing we want is, we click on our customer name here, we can change it to address. And I want this box to be, I need this to be 4. So if we pull it down here, you'll see more boxes get added in, the higher we make it. So now it's got 4. Next thing I want is my customer phone number again. So I can click in here, again click my clipboard, and that will paste in one of these. So pull it down here, and we can just change this to mobile number. Now they don't need 2 lines for mobile number, so let's push this up to 1, and that'll be plenty. From here you can do standard stuff, like we might go 00353 to indicate it's always going to be an Irish number, and then they can fill it out. Of course, they don't need this length, so I can drag it in, and they reduce down the number of boxes they have. So it makes, you can give generic prompts to people and stuff to make it easier. Again, we're going to use our paste option, and I'm going to pull this down. We'll select it, and we're going to also want their email address. And again here, we're going to give them 2 lines because some people have very long email addresses. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to click on my burger menu here, and I'm going to click open. The reason I'm clicking open is because I'm going to take one of my previous documents. These will be set up on most of your sites too as well, because these are default ones, and it doesn't matter which one I select. The reason I'm selecting this is I want to just select this. Actually, I want to select this whole area up here. So I'm going to click up here to the right, and I'm going to drag. So click and hold and drag. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to pop back to my report 1. It's going to say report 1 until we save it. So let's make this a little bit bigger here. And again, I can just paste in there, and I've got my company details in there and everything. So I can change this out from my company name. Now, you're going to see here, if you're pasting it from another form, you're going to see this little black square here. What that means is that's database bound. On this report, I don't need that to be database bound. So I'm going to click on it and click my little F, and we'll delete that from there and hit OK. Then we're going to click in here and go Turbo Inventory. And if we go to preview there now, you'll see we've got our nice page header, and we're going to fill out our company details, and we've got all our fields for the customer to fill out. So I'm happy with this now today, and I want to save this into the system. Now we click on our burger menu here again, and we click Save As. In here, I'm going to call it New Customer. I'm actually going to put spaces. Template. We save that. That's now successfully saved into the system as our new customer template, and we can print it out and use it as we require. I can come back in and change it out. For instance, I can add more columns, or I can take columns out, or make these bigger or smaller, depending on how I'm getting it. For instance, I can click here, tap there, delete out that, and put in info at turboinventory.com. OK on that. Sorry, it's giving me an error there because I shouldn't. So we clear that, OK on that, and then click into my text box here, and away I go. We preview that again, and now we've got our hard-coded email address and everything. Very quick. I mean, when I'm here, if I go, okay, well, I'll just print out 50 of these now so I can have them left aside for any new credit account customers. I immediately just click print there. Go back to our design. Now I've changed that again. I can see here in my little star I have it changed, and I can see I have an undo icon. Click that and hit save, and that's now updated too as well. Thanks, guys.